Hi everyone, and welcome to Bob's Wood Stuff. I recently ordered myself an extra large trigger clamp from Amazon because I really like trigger clamps and I wanted one that's just a little bit beefier and a little bit stronger for clamping stop blocks onto my machines. One thing about trigger clamps is that they come in a lot of sizes, and generally the longer a trigger clamp is, the beefier it is and the more clamping pressure it has. These small ones are pretty great, but they don't really have much clamping pressure. As you get larger, they get a little bit stronger. This longer one is even stronger than that and has a quick release so that you can turn it into a spreader instead of a clamp, which is a very nice feature. As you get to the really large ones, they have an extra insert so that you have a larger jaw, almost like parallel clamps, and they have a much stronger clamping pressure. What I was looking for was a trigger clamp that has a large jaw like this and a lot of clamping pressure, but with a shorter bar on it so I can use it in more applications, like on jigs and stop blocks. So I went ahead and ordered this extra large trigger clamp, and now I'm going to open it up and see what it looks like. That is definitely extra large. This new clamp is about the same length as this other DeWalt clamp, but it has a much larger jaw and much more clamping capacity. It says 600 pounds of clamping force. It slides well with the release and seems to clamp quite strongly. Ouch. It also has a quick release on the end so that you can turn it into a spreader instead of a clamp. You can use this to spread apart pieces on furniture that are glued together or stuck together, or you could use it as a jack when you're trying to lift something off of the ground that's kind of heavy. I'm quite happy with it so far. Let's go to the miter saw and see how it works with a stop block. If I'm using a weak trigger clamp and I butt my workpiece up against it, it's likely to move a little bit, which is bad when I'm using a stop block because I want identical cuts every time. After repeat cuts, this can happen. The more times that you butt the workpiece up against your stop block, it can slide farther away and then your cuts are not identical anymore. I'll try the same thing with the new clamp. This one really hasn't moved at all, which is exactly what I was looking for. You obviously still want to be careful when you're using a stop block so that you don't shift it too much, but it's nice to know that with some extra strength on the clamp, I don't have to worry as much about the stop block moving. Overall, I'm very pleased with this extra large trigger clamp, and it seems like it'll do all the things that I need it to do. I'll put a link to it in the description so you can check it out yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and please like and subscribe. Bye.